Hey Happy Crew, HappiDaze here, and today we're going to go ahead and do some polls on the TM Spandam upcoming TM that will be here tomorrow. As you probably see in my community tab, unfortunately I haven't been around and posting videos the last probably 2 weeks a lot just because we had a death in the family, and it's just been really tough to actually get on and play OPTC, so I'm behind a bunch of the different game modes that are there, so I'm still playing catch up there. So we're going to try to get out at least a poll video today. We'll see what goes on. I really haven't dug too much into the characters, either Frankie, Iceberg, or Tom. But just take a quick look at what Frankie can do, because he's probably kind of the main unit that people are pulling for. He's the highest point booster. So he does do a cooldown reducer, 2 turns to start the quest, Dex, Powerhouse, and Shooter characters attack 5.5, HP 1.5. It's respectable. It kind of does what it does, makes recovery TM slots matching, which is always good. I do like the can't be blown away effect, very similar to the Whitebeard and Blackbeard unit that came out. I do like that mechanic. There's not a lot of units that can prevent crew from getting blown away, which means that this is going to be a really tough, probably TM if there's going to be some gimmicks to do that. So I'm glad that they're going to have a captain who can kind of deal with that without too much difficulty there. If you use special to boost type effects, you extend the duration by 1 turn. And this one is actually really cool. Probably my favorite part of his kit is that for any character on the crew with Barrier Pierce, basically you reduce blue shield by 2 turns whenever you hit a perfect strike, which is fantastic. It means there's going to be a lot of increased defense on this TM, which is not going to be fun to deal with, but at least, you know, pretty much any shooter character, as those are a lot of the characters that have the Barrier Pierce ability, or any in general that have that ability, will be able to kind of get through that content without too many problems. So you like to see that. Pretty good captain. Nothing game breaker or anything like that, but not too bad. In terms of his special, again, he reduced the charge of the crew by 1 turn, which is, you like to see that. Always helps. Means there might be some special rewind, things like that going on in the quest. And reduces Rainbow Shield and damage threshold by 4 turns. What I like to see a little bit higher, a lot of units now are doing like 6 turns, so it's kind of interesting that it only does 4 turns. So yeah, and I guess what they try to make up for that is doing this next ability, which is reducing the ship bind ability by 7 turns. It's kind of a garbage gimmick. Like, not many content actually bind ship, so you're not going to be using this guy to really like get rid of that, except for maybe this TM. So kind of disappointing that they have a bunch of abilities just not really used a lot in content. And then he also boosts the type effects of normal attacks for Dex, Powerhouse, and Shooter characters by 2.75 for 2 turns. Good multiplier, good amount of turns. You'll love to see that. And then adds 150 times the character's attack and non-type damage on top of tap timing for 5 turns. So that's great. End of turn damage. It'll help get through resilience. Can't really complain. And then to just top it all off, they give you a 10% damage increase for those Dex, Powerhouse, and Shooter characters for 1 turn. If you have multiple chain growth multiplier rates, it looks like you can actually stack them up to 2 times, which is interesting. And then lastly, if you're seeing through the Fateful Day special was used in this turn, it increases the crew's chain multiplier growth rate by 0.2. It's a small amount, but it's okay. And then also gives an extra 0.5 to the type effect boost. So it was, what, 2.75, so it'll be 3.25 if you do this. Now, does he have a potential ability to reset his special? I don't see a potential ability on here to do that, so that's interesting. So I guess they're really counting on you pulling this guy so you can get the most out of that. So it might be a shame if you don't pull him. It'll be hard to kind of get that last part of the special off. So that's the unit. I'm not going to dig into the other ones just because usually they're just kind of mid. They're really made for just the content that's there, and I want this video to be a 30-minute long video. It's not really a showcase of the units themselves. So let's check the step details real quick. So obviously first multi is 30 gems. I love that. Love to see that. You can get a recommended character on the 4th, and then if you go all the way to the 8th, you can get Iceberg. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the multi-structure, usually what they let you do is that you can end up getting one of the 2 side characters on the 8th pull on either the Part 1, or the other character will be on the Part 2 or Part 3 banner for this. So I don't like how they stretch out over 2 banners. It just feels like a cash grab by Bandai to get it. Is what it is. They're not going to change it, so it's just kind of a pain. Looking quickly at the characters, though, let's see. What's the one that's boosted the most? So Tom is the one who probably has the boost, I would think, probably better than Iceberg. Could be wrong. I haven't checked the actual boost rates, but I know before sometimes they match them so that they're equal. Sometimes they make one more beneficial than the other. So we'll just have to see kind of how that works out. So we'll go up to, let's say we'll go at least up to 4 multis, and then we'll kind of see where we are. In terms of recommended character for part 1, so obviously you have the 3 units. I don't have this guy, so he could actually be new for me. I do have Nami and Carrot, so that would be a shame if I pulled, but basically I have a 1 out of 5 chance of pulling a dupe, which gives me a 4 out of 5 if not, which is fantastic. So let's get into it. We'll go to 4 multis. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't recommend going too deep in this banner, just because there's so many banners that come out. You'll go through gems pretty quick if you do that. So a lot of good animations, gold text, gold chests. All right, let's see what we got. A couple of reds in there, so at least the red rate hasn't been that bad. First red. Borsellino and Fuji. Not a bad unit, but I have them already maxed. Oh, I have so many copies of Black Maria. It's ridiculous at this point. So yeah, 30 gem multi was kind of what you expect a 30 gem multi to be. They're usually not very good at all. So yeah, I'm not really surprised that that was the 30 gem multi, but I do get 2 legends. So 2 legends for 30 gems is actually really good if you were to have a new account. Yellow text, I'm sorry, white text, which is a shame. I did get gold chest there. But yeah, so far just a lot of yellow posters there. I didn't see a glimmering gold poster, which means that there's no guaranteed unit there. So we'll just kind of keep going, see what we get. That was the Karina from the Zoro Sanji Memories banner. Last poster is... Hey, there we go. We ended up getting Iceberg, which is pretty awesome, because that means that we don't have to even bother going past 4, because if we don't pull one of the other ones, then there's no point going to multi-8 on this banner, because he's the guaranteed unit for there. So that's good. Makes me a little feel better that you have to do all these gems. Red poster. Oh, double red to start off. 3 reds. Wow, 3 reds to start off is pretty good. Let's see. No red hockey, though. Big Mom. Fail. Oh, there we go. We were talking about the blow away captain ability. Whitebeard and Blackbeard there coming in. This is who we hope we don't pull in the next multi number 4. I actually don't have the max out, so it's actually not a bad pull for me. I can actually just kind of help expand their level limit breaks. But yeah, they're not the unit that we're looking to get here. And our long crew to wind it up. So ultimately, like, there was like 4 or 5 red posters in there. So like I can't even complain. Like that's pretty insane for 50 gems. So yeah, we'll go into recommended character. Like I said, we have a basically 80% chance of getting a new unit. So yeah, let's see what happens. All right, no red hockey, so I'm assuming it means that it's either Tom or Iceberg. I don't know if that Frankie is a legend unit or not, so we'll have to see there. But yeah, it looks like we're either probably getting Tom or a duplicate of Iceberg here. So let's see what we got. Another Black Maria just showing up everywhere on us today. All right. Almost a moment of truth. We will see. Will we get the other rare recruit, which will make it a lot easier if we can just find a friend captain Frankie. Let's see what we got. There we go. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so 4 multis. I didn't pull Frankie, but the fact that I was able to actually pull the other 2 rare recruits in Iceberg and Tom are fantastic. There's literally no reason for me to go any further, and it just allows me to kind of save some gems for some upcoming multis, you know, for the Mariage banners that will end up coming in the next couple weeks. So that's going to wrap it up for me today. Let me know in the comment section below how your pulls went. Are you pulling on part 1? How did it go? Are you saving for part 2 and 3 to see maybe there's better lucks on the legends there? Would love to hear from you guys. So let me know in the comment section below how your pulls went. And until next time, always remember, be kind to each other. Bye.